Danshui on the Danhai Light Rail. After you're done appreciating Jimmy Liao's art, there's more to see in Danhai District. Take a short walk to the Beitouzi River Cherry Blossom Wood Trail from Danjing Beixin, Beitouzi Station. Each spring, over 100 cherry blossom trees are in full pink blossom along the trail. Follow the road to Danshui Newtown Children's Park. Kids can have fun playing on the playground, while adults can use the park's exercise equipment. Afterward, you can get back on the DLR and exit at Binhai Shalun Station. You'll be minutes away from Gongqi Nature Park. It's a great place to walk on mountain trails. If you need a break, have a picnic on the large grasslands. For a bit of history, check out the Zheng family abode by the Gongsi River. It's a traditional house from the Qing dynasty that still remains in good condition today. A ride on the DLR is perfect for a one-day sightseeing trip. It's no wonder the number of passengers increases by 50% on weekends and holidays.
Hi everyone, welcome back to English for You. I'm Pat.
I'm Shikling.
And today we're on part 2 of our article about the Danhai Light Rail. We've learned a lot about the train itself and some of the stations, but why should you take it? Well, because there are some great places to check out in Danshui.
Yeah.
And today we'll focus on these. So let's get underway. The article starts day 2 by saying, after you're done appreciating Jimmy Liao's art, there's more to see in Danhai District. The word appreciate can just mean to like something, but it can also mean to look at and enjoy the qualities of something. So if you say you appreciate good books, that means you can kind of know, all right, that's a good book, and I can recognize the good things about it. Right. And of course, we can use the word appreciate to mean you're grateful, like, oh, I appreciate what you did for me. Here's an example using the same meaning as in our article. Many visitors to Paris go to the Louvre to appreciate the works of many of history's masters.
Appreciate 有欣赏也意思，老师刚刚有提到好几个意思，那它也有感激的意思。比如说一个人呢很用心、很辛苦，你就说Oh, we appreciate your hard work。常常讲这个，或者是我们会说 I would appreciate if。你怎么样怎么样，通常就是说礼貌去请求一个人做一件事情。比如说 I would appreciate it if you could respect my privacy， 代表说如果你能尊重我的隐私的话，我会很感激。就是请求，就是不要管我的事的意思。但是它是个委婉的讲法。那这个 appreciation 就是它的名词哦，有欣赏、理解，甚至是感激都是包含在里面。所以比如说 Melissa was frustrated by the lack of appreciation shown of her work。所以呢，文章就是说，欣赏完这个吉米的艺术作品之后呢，淡海区还有一些很多很好看的地方哦 ，like。
Okay, well, let's get into it. The article says, take a short walk to the Beitouzi River Cherry Blossom Wood Trail from Danjin Beixin, or Beitouzi Station.
这个
A lot of words there.
Yeah, I know, right? 那个but your Chinese is so good.
Thank you.
真的好厉害。
Credit to my wife, she teaches me good pronunciation.
Yeah, 好标准。我刚刚都看说是这样念嘛，因为我自己也不知道。好 ，blossom 是树上的花或者是花，所以樱花就是 cherry blossom。所以什么东西开着花可以 be in blossom? I think we can also use bloom.
In
right?
bloom, that's
Yeah.
right.
So you can say the apple trees are in blossom, or maybe the apple trees are in bloom.
That's right. Okay, let's take a moment now to look at the word trail. So a trail is a natural or man-made path intended usually for hiking or biking through nature. You can also have trails that like animals make for themselves. We might call these game trails that only animals follow. But we tend to mean trails like hiking paths to go through woods or mountains or along rivers, or a biking trail that bikes are actually supposed to follow so that they can go and riders can see all the places. You might say, for example, if we follow this trail for an hour or so, we'll arrive at a beautiful waterfall.Trail
就是步道、小径的意思，所以如果是山间小道呢，英文就是 mountain trail。那么这个字呢，它也可以当踪迹或痕迹的意思。比如说 ，the bus left a trail of black smoke behind it。所以从这个淡金北新站啊，步行一小段就可以到达北投子溪的樱花林生态步道啊。好多字哦，好难念。对。
Yeah, so you can see these trees, and we learn a bit more about it here. Each spring, over 100 cherry blossom trees are in full pink blossom along the trail.
所以每年春天呢，你只要沿着这个步道，你就可以看到100多棵的樱花树绽放出粉红色的花朵。
Okay, and what after that? The article says, follow the road to Danshui Newtown Children's Park.Sounds good.
这个淡水新市镇其实在门里面的，所以你可以搭轻轨进去，然后你沿路就可以前往这边我刚刚有讲到淡水新市镇的儿童公园哦。
Kids can have fun playing on the playground, while adults can use the park's exercise equipment. Okay, there are a lot of parks around Taiwan, especially in the cities. It's really nice. Places for kids to play, places just to sit and relax, and this exercise stuff that people can use. Now that sentence also included today's language in focus, so let's check that out
now.While 它作为从属连接词的时候啊，有非常多的不同用法。那我们会分别的解释一下哦。好，比如说第一种用法，它就是尽管跟虽然的意思，是比较正式的用法。那它的语义跟 although 这个虽然很像。比如说 While I know he's not perfect, I do actually like him a lot.那么我们也可以表达然而的意思。如果使用然而的意思呢，我们就是来看前后句子的对比，来强调两者情况的不同。那么语义呢，跟 but 但是差不多。那么我们如果 while 是放在句中，就要在 while 前面加上逗号哦。比如说 Carl always exercises during the weekend, while Ronnie only sleeps。所以你看，我们是在做比较 Carl 跟 Ronnie 这两个人之间的习惯。那另外呢，我们也可以拿来使用引导时间副词子句。我们常常跟进行式一起用，表示当怎么样的时候发生什么事了。所以呢，这个 while 的子句引导它持续的时间是比较长的事件。比如说 Marla almost got into a car crash while she was driving home。那我们另外还有另外一个方式，就是同时发生的时候。好，比如说 Can you water my plants while I'm away?Equipment 就是用具跟器材的意思。那么我们刚刚如果要说比如说我们去露营啊，就是说 camping equipment， 那是办公室用的 office equipment， 或者是厨房要用的 kitchen equipment 都可以。I don't think we've got enough packing boxes for all the kitchen equipment。所以呢，孩子们在这些游乐场啊可以玩耍，那么成年人还可以使用公园的健身器材哦。
The article continues and says, afterward, you can get back on the DLR and exit at Binhai Shalun Station. That's the hard one to pronounce. Did I get that right?
Yeah,
okay,
Shalun.
Cool.
超厉害。
Right, so that sentence started with the adverb afterward, and it means following the thing just mentioned. Now, you could use after, but then you actually have to say the thing, like after playing in the park. But since we've already mentioned playing in the park, you just say afterward, and we know that means after doing that thing previously mentioned. So you could say, for example, let's see a movie on Friday night. Afterward, we can go to the night market.
Afterward 就是之后或后来，但是 in the UK you usually use with an s at the end.
Yes,
right?
Yeah, we tend to say afterwards.
所以文章意思就是说呢，所以之后呢，你还可以返回轻轨，在滨海沙仑站下车。
Yeah, and we said exit at that particular station. So we're using exit as a verb here. As a noun, it's just the door to go out or the way out. As a verb, it means to get out of, get off, or leave, whatever it happens to be. Please exit the train by the doors on your left. So that's how you get out.
所以这个文章中是动词 exit 就是离开，那你可以 exit at 或者是 from through， 就看你想要表达什么意思。那么这个字当名词 exit 也可以当名词哦。那比如说像消防出口 fire exit，sometimes I pronounce it as exit or exit。
I think both are
Yeah,
pretty
okay.
much okay.
就消防出口嘛，或者是紧急出口 emergency exit 也可以。所以比如说 there is a fire exit on each floor of the building.
So why get out at this station? Well, the article explains you'll be minutes away from the Gongqi Nature Park.
Gongqi, ew, I've never heard of this park before. Cool.
I mean, all these places probably were really hard to get to, but now they've been opened up to more visitors through this DLR.
好棒，所以你只需要几分钟就可以到达宫崎自然公园哦。那你们有没有看到我们文章中是 minutes away， 这个就是在多少，距离几分钟就到了。所以我们常常英文会用这样子的方式，比如说 The bus stop is just 15 minutes away by driving.
And why would you want to go to this park? The article explains it's a great place to walk on mountain trails. There's that word from earlier again.
所以呢，这个就是在山间小道上散步的好地方哦。I wonder if anyone lives there. If they do,
I'm not sure. I'd have to look on a
yeah, I
map
think it's
or
really
something.
far in 淡水，就是很里面的。
The article then adds, if you need a break, have a picnic on the large grasslands.
我们看到 grasslands， 它就是大片草地，因为 grass 这个字本身就有草的意思，所以我常常都会说 sit on the grass， 代表坐在草地上。比如说 sometimes I like to sit on the grass and space out。所以如果你想要休息的话，你也可以在 grassland， 我们刚刚讲的大草原上面野餐。
Okay, so that's not all there's to do up in that part of town. The article goes on and says, for a bit of history, check out is it Jiang? Okay.
西城市谷
Jiang family abode by the Gongsi River.
好难哦
Yeah.
公司田溪，这个中文我也觉得好难。对，如果你要了解一些历史的话，可以看看呢公司田溪城市古厝。
What is this place? Well, it's a traditional house from the Qing dynasty that still remains in good condition today.
Okay, so it's from Qing dynasty. No wonder the name is so hard. 所以 dynasty 就是王朝的意思。那清朝英文就是 Qing dynasty.
You will hear people say dynasty as well. I think dynasty is more common. I'd probably go with that pronunciation.
Okay.
We've got another word to look at here. Let's check out the verb remain. So remain, of course, can be just like stay behind when other things or people go, but in our article, we're using it to mean to continue to be in a particular situation or condition. It was like that before, it's still like that now. For example, my parents' house was built in 1880, but it still remains in a good state and it's a lovely place to live.
Remain 就是有保持不变或依然怎么样，我们常常在后面加一个形容词或名词也可以。比如说什么东西是一件沉迷的事情，我们就可以说 something 怎么样怎么样 remain a secret。比如说 Why the king killed himself still remains a secret， 代表没有人知道为什么国王要把自己杀死了。
Let's speculate. But before that, let's explain the word condition. This old house from the Qing dynasty remains in a good condition. The condition is the state that something is in. Is it like if it's a person, are they well or not well? Is this place good or bad? Is it still standing if it's a house or is it in ruins? You might say, for example, the company has been in poor condition ever since several of its most experienced workers quit at the same time.
因为 condition 就是有状态、状况的意思，所以有时候我们把它变成复数啊，再加一个 s 在后面，它就会有实际环境或物质条件的意思哦。比如说像是天气的状况，你就可以说 weather conditions； 如果是工作的环境状况，你就可以说 working conditions。所以比如说这群罢工的人呢，我们可以叫他们 strikers。The strikers are demanding higher pay and better working conditions， 他们想要有更好的薪水，然后更好的工作环境。所以呢，这一个古厝，它是一座清代的传统民居，到现在还是保存得很完好。
So let's kind of wrap up day 2 here. The article says, a ride on the DLR is perfect for a one-day sightseeing trip.
所以 sightseeing 就是 sight 这边有指风景的意思，你去看这些风景，所以英文就叫做观光。所以你可以乘坐淡海轻轨呢，它是非常适合一日观光的旅行的。
Yeah, we say things like go sightseeing, that sort of thing. The article concludes by saying, it's no wonder the number of passengers increases by 50% on weekends and holidays. Now that phrase, no wonder, can also be said, it's no wonder that. You can omit the that, it's no wonder, blah, blah, blah. This basically is used to say that something isn't and shouldn't be a surprise if you consider all the facts. Like, okay, so maybe this many people use it during the working week to get to work or school, but that number goes way up at weekends because, of course, a lot of people want to travel and see this stuff. It's no surprise that the number increases so much when people don't have to work or go to school.
所以 no wonder 它就是会有那难怪那种感觉。所以比如说一个人啊，他很爱讲话好了，然后你就可以跟他说 ，if someone is so talkative and you can be like no wonder you have so many friends， 因为那种感觉，你就是在说难怪那种感觉。所以难怪周末跟这个是假日的时候呢，乘客数量会增加50% 的意思。
And that is the end of the article, so let's finish things up with today's For You Chat question, which is, would you rather walk in nature or go to historical places? Why?
I think I would choose the latter because, I actually go to the nature a lot.
Right.
Because maybe like once a week I like to just drive around and maybe drive into the mountains. So maybe if I have time, I will definitely check out historical places. I think it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I do like going to see historical places, but I think I've changed. I think when I was a lot younger, I wanted to see the historical places, to learn about them. These days, I actually feel like I want to go out in nature more and go out. I think maybe that's the difference between like in the UK, you've got so much history around, but the nature, you have to go a little further to find the really good nature. Whereas in Taiwan, there's some really cool stuff to see, but crazy, amazing nature and very different nature from what I grew up with is so close.
Right.
It's so easy just to go, okay, I'm going to get out at I can go to Tianmu and walk all the way kind of over some mountains and rivers and I end up at the back end of Beito. Or just, go anywhere close and I'm right out in the middle of nature and I can go and see cool stuff. Walk up from around the Malkong Gondola area. You can walk all the way to Shankan and eat stinky tofu if you want to walk that far. So so much stuff right on your doorstep. And these days, I think I'd prefer to do that than go and check out the historical stuff.
Oh, okay. So you actually changed.
Yeah, it's just
I might change in the future.
Yeah, you might decide maybe you've had enough of one thing, you want more of another thing. But that's all the time we have for today. Thanks very much for watching, everybody. For English For You, I'm Pat.
I'm Chickling.
And we'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Vocabulary Review.
Appreciate. My parents take me camping sometimes to show me how to appreciate nature. Trail. This hiking trail leads from New Taipei City to Yilan, and it takes about 4 hours to finish. Afterward. Sue finished her homework, and afterward, she went outside to play with her friends. Exit. Exit. We were asked to exit the office as soon as the fire alarm sounded. Remain. After she saw the fight, Julie couldn't remain silent and decided to talk to the teacher. Condition. Before filming the action movie, Samuel had to train hard to get his body in top condition.
智慧小补帖
Blossom. Equipment. Grassland. Dynasty. Sightseeing.